Thank you for plugging into this Family Life News podcast, streaming issues-driven, family-focused news.
This is Faith Under Fire. Each Thursday on Family Life, we give voice to religious battlegrounds in this nation. I'm your host, Tracy Lynn. With us today, Lila Rose, president of Live Action, a national nonprofit dedicated to exposing the truth about abortion and affirming the life of every child. So, Lila, one way you're doing that, affirming the life of every child, is through a new animation video. Would you tell us more about the Baby Olivia project?
Of course. So Baby Olivia just entered the world a few weeks ago, and it's a video of the story of a baby from the moment of fertilization, when life begins, until birth. And Olivia's video has been viewed nearly 10 million times. It is the most lifelike, medically accurate depiction of human life in the womb that's been created to date. So that's why it's gone so viral, because you can see just the humanity of this baby, even from the time that she's a single-cell embryo until birth. And it's exciting to see the feedback, people saying, wow, I had no idea about fetal development or the development of the baby, and I was pro-choice before watching this video, but now I'm pro-life.
And it's so well done.
At fertilization, her gender, ethnicity, hair color, eye color, and countless traits are already determined.
A number of medical experts have been involved in the process. Does anything stand out to you as far as a comment or fact revealed from one of those healthcare insiders?
Well, I think what they're sharing is information that actually is very well known. If you pick up any biology textbook about the child's heart starts beating at just 3.5 weeks from fertilization, or how brain waves start to fire at just 6 weeks. But it's amazing how many people don't know these facts and how they haven't really had the opportunity to get to see them through a medical animation.
Yeah, and it's beautifully done. I've enjoyed the quality of the animation and the narration, as well as the music in the background. It's very lovely. Lila, who is your target audience for the Baby Olivia project, and how do you expect to get more people to see it?
Well, first of all, I just had my first baby almost 2 years ago, and we're expecting our next. And as a mom myself, I think mothers and fathers, especially those that are pregnant, expecting their first to be born, are just really excited to have access to Baby Olivia and to be able to see and just never before seen detail the development of the baby in the womb.
At 6 weeks from fertilization, her brain activity can be recorded and bone formation begins.
Baby Olivia is really designed for everyone. I mean, everyone's benefited by watching. This is how your life began. Yeah. And it's just very inspiring, whether you are already in the pro-life movement, no matter your political affiliation or religious affiliation. This is the human story, so it's really made for everyone.
Yeah. By the way, congratulations on expecting number 2. Why are you personally so passionate about protecting the life of every child?
Well, children are the future. How we treat children is really the test of who we are as human beings and as a society. They are really what life is all about: their innocence, their beauty, their potential, their dignity. And so when I discovered that abortion was taking the lives of thousands of children every day, and that society was looking the other way, and that our laws, instead of protecting these children, were actually enabling the people killing them, I just became very convicted that I have to do something about this human rights crisis. And so I started Live Action. We're now the global leader for online education for the pro-life movement. And it's just very encouraging to see that when people become educated and equipped to do something about abortion, how many lives can be saved.
Absolutely. Lila, how can each of us, right where we live, show value for life this week?
That's a great question. I would just say 3 things. First of all, I think all of us have to take responsibility for the abortion clinics in our communities. I mean, there's probably an abortion clinic within miles of where you live, maybe 10, 20 miles. So join 40 Days for Life, or join another pro-life group or your local pregnancy center that does prayer outside that clinic and does peaceful protest, silent witness outside that clinic. I think everybody is called to even just 30 minutes of prayer once a month outside that abortion clinic. That helps save lives. A second thing would be to educate the people around you. Share Baby Olivia's story with your family and friends. Share it with your pastor. If you're a student, share it with your peers. Everybody needs to know the facts. And then the last thing would be to pray. You know, if you're listening and you're a person of faith, and I know many of us are in the pro-life movement, we need to pray every day for an end to abortion and pray for a culture of life, because at the end of the day, this is God's battle, and we are in this fight with him. And with his grace, we can accomplish the mission to end abortion and to build a culture of life, but we have to pray.
That's Lila Rose with Live Action. I'm Tracy Lynn, Family Life News.